Hi, good morning to you. Yes, we have seen about 41, actually, to be exact, dedicated voters coming through Postland Middle School here this morning since the polls opened at 6 o'clock this morning. And you're probably thinking about heading out the door soon to cast your ballot as well. But we want to let you know about a few things you should know about, or at least remember before you head out today. So number one, of course, make sure that you are actually registered. There is no same-day registration here in Connecticut for the primary. You also need to make sure you're registered as either a Republican or Democrat to vote in the primary. You cannot be unaffiliated, and if you want to do this, you can just head to the Secretary of the State's website to be able to check that. Also, make sure to check your polling place. It might be different this year in those larger towns and cities because of redistricting that happened across the state, but if that's the case, you probably got a postcard out in the mail. Also, make sure to bring some form of identification. Now, you can show your license, but it is not required. You can also show a credit card with your name and signature on it, an ID with your name and picture, and any document with your name and address, so something like maybe your checkbook or utility bill. And you can also sign an affidavit if for some reason you forget your ID or you don't want to show it. Now, this morning, we've been talking with some voters here in Madison about why they're heading to the polls today. A lot of them, as I mentioned, very dedicated, getting here very early. Take a listen.
I just think that you have to be like an active member of your community, and that way things change at home, and then eventually if everybody changes what they want to change at home, it'll change nationwide.
Now, if you have any questions today, if you want to double check certain things, again, if you're registered to vote or just where that polling place is, do not hesitate to call your local registrar of voters. They are working around the clock, and they will be there to answer those phones. We are live here in Madison. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61 News.